What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, bringing you the end of our latest clan war with, you know what, not even gonna try. Don't know, don't want to know. Let's just see where they're from. They're a level 9 clan from the Philippines. I mean, look at the score. We had a perfect war, so good for us. They used not even a quarter of their attack, so we're not even going to bother to show what they did to our bases. It doesn't even matter. And I can't really show you what we did to theirs because we've 3-starred every single one of them, so there's no point to that either. So let's go ahead and just jump right into these attacks. I'm going to do a GoVaLo, yeah, when to use a GoVaLo compared to using a stoned GoHo video. So I'm going to use a couple of these attacks in that video. So we're going to skip over a few of them, and that's the reason why. But let's watch Rampo go ahead and get a 6-star war here. And he's going to use a shattered GoHo here. So these bases were not the best. I don't even know if they're internet bases. I'm guessing they are, but I don't know. They're really poor. At least they, you know, they filled their clan castle for each one, so that's good. We appreciated that. So, and it's good practice for us to do a strategy. Now, the cool thing about this is, just pause it for a second. I even ask myself, why would I not pull the clan castle first? Or trigger the clan castle first, take care of it with double poison, or at least however I want to do. If it was a a hound, I could go ahead and use a healer technique or a healer archer technique, whatever it is. And I hit this base without even thinking about it as a follow-up because we already perfect the war. I had to use my second attack, and I wanted to practice on this base just for loot and for experience and whatever. And my kill squad started to walk towards the right. And the reason is the kill squad the clan castle actually pulls his troops into the center where it needs to be. So I don't know if that was intentional, but the fantastic strategy of not tripping the clan castle and making that clan castle pull. Because right now, so if you notice, he uses a jump. Now with this, my kill squad, the golems took the jump, and the king and the queen started to walk in that first compartment all the way to the right and just continued to walk. There was no reason for them to take the jump because all the buildings are right next to each other. And the more and more that the king took out a building, there was another one to the right of it, and to the right, and to the right, and so on. And the queen, same thing. She would take out the one in front of her. But these clan castles, that king is automatically, you see, just decides to, okay, I'm done shooting that. Therefore, there's buildings for the queen to hit to the right, and when she gets done with that, then she's going to go ahead and go towards the center as well and take the jump and make her way in there. At least start, maybe not take the jump, but at least start that. And then the hogs come in here, take out that defense, and now the queen has to jump. So again, just a very nice strategy to get your kill squad in there. And I ended up getting I think it was just a 1-star because my guys just started walking around the base, and that's what this is. It's a ring style base, and that kill squad actually pulled them all in there. So he's got tons of hogs. He's sending his hogs around in a counterclockwise fashion. He's already tripped, I think, all 4 of the giant bombs. So he's got nothing to worry about there. His queen is still at full health and with an ability. That Tesla is going to make her use the ability, but that hog will come in there, or the group of hogs will come in there and take that out before she goes down. So good teamwork on those. They were in cleanup mode already. Fast hit base, everything went really good. I think this was the first attack of his 6 stars. So good start. I mean, very nice attack and very nice strategy. So way to get that 3 stars there. So we'll go ahead and check out the next one, which is also by Rampo, and it is a cleanup attack on number 3. And I think we use the same composition, maybe a couple more Valkyries, but yeah, so he's going to do a shattered GoVaLo here, or maybe he didn't use Valkyries in the last one, I'm not sure, but he's going to use a quad quake here, so he doesn't use a jump, so it's a nice different type of style of attack. But look what that quad quake does. It opens up the complete center of the base. That whole core is way open, whereas a jump would only open all those 4 compartments up for just about 40 seconds and then close it. So this way, you know, he could take as much time as he wants, go ahead and wall break in, take his time with that. The funnel, everything's going to reroute in there, and he can go ahead and you know, get those mobs in there. If you notice, that little tiny corner there where that Tesla is open, so he doesn't have to wall break in there. Everything will go reroute there. The only problem here is there's nothing to kill that clan castle as far as poison or any spells, so he's going to have to rely on the wizards and Queen Underage, which they completely annihilate that. I think he already used the heal there for his kill squad, so that means he has 1 more heal left, as he used a rage, quad quake, and a heal. That gives him 1 extra spell for these hogs. I think, let's see, yep, he's already triggered all 4 of those giant bombs. So those hogs, again, have nothing to worry about. They've just got to worry about the defense. So he can heal up as they all get low in health and then congregate on 1 splash damage or a very highly intense you know, area of point damage. But I think all the Teslas have been taken down already too, so there's no more Tesla farm to deal with. So this base is almost, you know, completely done right at this point. That queen, I don't think she's gonna make it. Let's see, she's down to just a sliver of health, so it looks like things are gonna go okay for her with these hogs picking out that cannon. But I mean, look at that health. That is like an invisible health. She is, I don't even know how she's walking. So she should be like on the ground crawling to each one of these things. But it doesn't matter because it's still going to get 3 stars. We are in cleanup mode. There's a full max golem there, or level 5 golem, and a couple hogs to do the cleanup. So very nice 6-star clan war for Rambo, and a very nice attack again. All right, let's go to number 5. So this is cool because we haven't seen it in a while. GoVaLo. And like, if you haven't checked my when to GoVaLo or GoVaLo video, check it out. He does this a really cool thing. Look at 2 jumps and 2 heals, which means he's going to go from the southeast corner all the way to the northwest corner. I don't have my tools out, but if you look at around 4 o'clock where that barracks and gold storage is, he's going to enter in there, shoot a straight line into the core, and then jump from that core into that last compartment up in the northwest corner where the builder hut, air defense, and sweeper are on the opposite end. And those Valkyries are going to wipe out that core completely. And you know what that means. If your Valkyries can get to all 4 air defenses like that, you got to LaLoon it. Go ahead and do it. So anyway, he's going to go ahead and take care of this base. Really nice strategy. Gets a 1-for-1 type of thing there and triggers the clan castle. I think this is what they use for almost every clan castle. A couple of them use hounds, but it was a pretty fair bet, or a safe bet, to know that they were going to go ahead and use all troops that hit air. So he could use that loon and not have to follow it up with a hound in there to trigger everything. So the clan castle is triggered out and taken care of with the poison. Those golems will kind of split there, probably intentional, but not quite sure. I know he wants to get that nice, really large funnel and start working it so he can drop these things down in those Valkyries. Perfect timing too. Gets those Valkyries out just as that last building's about to go down, so they are forced in there. He loses 1 to Springtrap, but he does heals them up and jumps them into the core. They have nowhere else to go but into that core. Look at all those buildings connected to each other, which Valkyries love. They love to hit 2 buildings at a time together. They will also take out this king in 1 swipe, so that is also a bonus. And now he's going to go ahead and heal them up finally, and then jump into the next final, not really compartment, but the other side where the air defense is. And again, these Valkyries have nowhere else to go but into that next section where the air defense is. So just a really well thought out plan. And now it's time to go ahead and deploy the loons and hope that they don't run into too many air bombs and seeking mines. But they only have a few defenses that really bother them, with this archer tower, a couple wizard towers, and that queen is full health with ability. King is full health and without ability. So even if the balloons went down, they would have an easy job doing a cleanup. So this is just, I mean, you could hit this base differently, but I don't know if you could hit it any better than that. That was is exactly what you should do. Just perfect GoVaLo. Number 8. Okay, let's check out Sen doing a GoLaLoon, a shattered GoLaLoon. So, and again, I apologize for some of these base designs, especially the walls, but we can only hit what we're dealt with. So he uses a giant to go ahead and grab that clan castle lore. It's going to do a double poison. And his goal in here is to, well, he's going to take out, I think, 3 air defenses on the entrance here with his kill squad. The one right by the Archer Queen, the one, and the 2 south of that, or southeast of that. And I think the only one that they don't get is the one by the Barbarian King. So a quick entry in there. The funnel goes super fast, and so does the King and Queen. They get in there, take out the Queen really easily, and then start to make their way into the base. These wizards are helping them with the funneling and taking out some of those side defenses. That golem will jump in there, King will jump in there, take out the altar and the air defense first. They're going to go ahead and walk in. The Queen will jump in here, and she will take out the second air defense, and the King's making his way around that ring and takes out the 3rd air defense, and now we are good to go with our raid. The Queen is down, 3 air defenses are down, and he's got 2 hounds to go against this level 6 air defense. It's not even fair. It's bringing an atomic bomb to a knife fight. So, he's got so much tank in here. Look at all those loons there. They're just swarming this base and taking it out with absolutely no problem. Tesla Farm is going to be difficult to deal with, but under Rage, these balloons are going to handle it with 1 shot and take it out, and they're going to be done. Wondering where that hound was, because he could have been tanking that the whole time. But he was not. Left them out to themselves. And we are in cleanup mode, and silly hound, you suck at cleanup. That's just the bottom line. That's why we like pups more. But that's what we call over crushing a base. Too much when you have that hound not pop. But it's still a great attack. Okay, we haven't seen a queen walk yet, so let's check out Brando using a queen walk with a GoHo here. And actually GoVaLo brings 6 Valkyries with those golems and those hog riders. So he's going to go ahead and I believe head towards the northwest here, as that's why he's using those wizards to go ahead and start that funneling and force that queen to start walking up north. Don't know if she's going to cooperate though, because it looks like after this gold storage she might head down to the Archer Tower, and I didn't write down which one. Okay, so she is going north. Now she's going south. Now she's going north. Now she's going south. Now she's going. Who knows what she's going to do? She just decides to go straight in. So he has 1 rage, 2 heals, and a jump for her. She's going to get aggro on that queen. Has to. Well, I don't know if she had to use the ability, but it's the safe thing to do. So it looks like she's going to start walking south, which I don't think. Using those wizards as a funneling, I don't think he wanted her to walk south. But you know what? We're going to improvise here. Send the 2 golems in up top in the funnel of the wizards to start the 2nd phase. Notice he grabs the lure from the clan castle to make sure that the queen doesn't have to deal with the lava hound, because these Valkyries and King and golems are going to make their way in with no problem into that area and be tickled by that lava hound. Queen is still doing her thing, doing that walk on the bottom, and taking the jump on the top. Trip giant bombs, and that hound is completely out of harm's way for anything that it can really do damage with. It's going to go ahead and focus on some of those Valkyries in there that are standing in the jump. Still 2 heals left, and the 1 set of double giant bombs has been triggered. The other one right there is only triggered as a single. He decides not to heal it for some reason. Poor hogs. You still have 2 heals, man. Come on, let's go. And so really the 2 double giant bomb sets have been tripped, even though the other one hasn't completely been tripped. And then heals what? The 1 hog? Okay. So heals, is there more than 2 hogs? So heals those 2 hogs there and poisons the skelly trap, while the queen would have done that all by her lonesome self. So it looks like we could swag a heal and swag a poison. So the queen will have to pound through the walls here while the hogs do all the work with the Valkyries and the king. And that was, again, over crushing a base completely. Don't think I saw the swag there, but we could have. All right, number 11. Looks like we have a GoHo which is Lad's going to go ahead and use the P.E.K.K.A in there with the GoHo. So it looks like a shattered entry with bringing the P.E.K.K.A by his own P.E.K.K.A and 23 hogs. He's going to do a quad quake. Let's see if that quad quake opens up. No, he's got some wall breakers, so it's going to open up a good portion, about 50% of that base, into all the way into the queen and the king's compartment, which is very nice. Has that golem taking the long scenic route on the bottom. That golem is there for a good portion of the time because these wall breakers breaking in here, they're going to go ahead and reroute the one max golem, but the other one is going to pound on the walls, sends a P.E.K.K.A in with the king. And do we have a queen? Yeah, we have the queen there too, right behind. And that one enemy queen is going to get smacked down in one hit. And then we don't have a poison to deal with that clan castle. So the queen is going to stand in rage, wizards are going to stand in rage, and they're going to knock out that dragon real quick. With the queen down and the clan castle down, the hogs can be sent in like they are in the top. And it looks like they're going to trip a double giant bomb with one hog, which is exactly what you do. He goes spring before he even gets blown up. So I don't know which way is better to die, with a spring trap or by getting blown to pieces, but that's what he's dealt with. He gets that second heal in there with the kind of Tesla farm, and he's got a billion hogs to go ahead and take out the rest of this base. We're in cleanup mode here. There's almost nothing left to clean up, especially with like 15 hogs. So just tons and tons of damage. Builder huts, come on guys, builder huts. Let's go, one archer, just one little measly, take one of those wall breakers and get 2 more archers and stuff, so you have one for each corner. That's just nitpicking though. Okay, number 14. Fury is going to take this out with a cold-blooded GoHo. So it's basically a mass hog. I mean, this is what you do when you're at Town Hall 8.5. I wanted to show some of the lower Town Hall 9/8.5s getting hit too, because that's what you guys were asking for. With low royals, 10-8 is, you could do the same strategy. But I don't think, this doesn't have any expos. So it's just much easier. You don't need to have as much tank there. You don't need a massive amount of golems, because those 2 expos are going to be taken out of the equation. So that goes down. He's going to send in that one golem, just a tank for the queen, and then he can send his king in, which is going to get aggro, and as well as the queen, and they're going to take out that queen in a couple smacks, and it is down. Has a jump to go ahead and get them in towards further into there, but honestly, it really doesn't matter at this point. You can start sending in the hogs right now, because there's nothing else except for giant bomb sets. So if you know you're going to be able to trip that, there you go. That's perfect. That even makes it better. So now you can really send in the hogs, because that double giant bomb set has been taken. So perfect entry. It's what you want to see. That queen looks like she's probably going to go down in just a second, because even with the ability to use, those defenses she's trying to take out are going to take her out anyway. So he's doing the hog, I think counterclockwise, sending them in, just going ahead and sprinkling them in, surgically done. A lot of skelly traps are on top of these hogs, so he's going to have to worry about those. Excuse me. And a couple more Teslas down on the bottom, so he sends in the rest of the hogs. He still had 2 more. Now he has 1 more heal after this one is used. So, I mean, this base is already completely crushed, so he could swag a heal as well. They're all done with the defenses, and now they can go ahead and kill the skelly traps and the king, and then go ahead and focus on all that trash that they need to take out. Wizards are helping, minions are helping, and they hit that double giant bomb set, so it's no big deal. Look at that bunch of wizards. So you went down from like 15 hogs down to 1, but that's just the way it goes. And we are going to look at one more, number 15, and we're going to check out a shattered GoHo here. Again, lower base, no expos, but Doc has only been Town Hall 9 for like a couple days. So, you notice he has Archer Queen that's level 2. So you guys can use these techniques and use these compositions and this style, these attacks, even with very low royals. It's the same thing. You just can't hit like max Town Hall 9 bases with it. But He's got level 2 golems. Look at his hogs, level 4 hogs, of which 5 of them, he still only has a 5 space clan castle, of which he's going to bring more hogs, which is very rare to do that in a Town Hall 9. But, you know, until you get that 30 space where you can bring a max golem, he's stuck with his level 2s. And those, you know, to use, and those wizards are going to do the funneling. And same thing. He's got, I don't even think he has it. I think his jump is probably level 1, if he even has it yet. You have to unlock it with your spells. So he might not even have that jump. So he's got to do it the old-fashioned way with some wall breakers. So these golems are not going to make it in too far, but they will tank for the, you know, the king. And spoiler alert, this queen is going to make it all the way through, all the way until the end, due to the fact that he sent his hogs in, you know, start tanking for these defenses, while the queen is also getting tanked with the king and the golem there. So things are going to work out just fine. 4 heals for this mass hog. He still has 7 more hogs left. He has to heal that real quick in a pinch, because that double giant bomb set is tripped 1 at a time. He does get that heal in there, has 2 more heals still left over, and it looks like he sent in the clan castle hogs already, yeah. So we got a good mix of hogs in there with 1 more heal left. That queen is, no, the golem is under fire, that's what it is. So the hogs are making their way through that final heal, need that last defense, then we're all done, and they're going to go ahead and turn on the skelly traps, turn on the king, and that queen is almost getting down to nothing from a couple hits from the enemy king, but she makes it out just fine. And we are all finished. So that is the end of the Town Hall 9 recap. So, you know, again, I apologize for not being able to give you better bases that we hit. It's just what we were dealt with. We were dealt with a lot of internet forum bases that aren't even really that well put together. So hopefully you're able, you know, I'm sure you guys see these bases anyway. You come across them too. So, you know, learn the compositions, learn the deployment, the timing, the spells, everything else like that. Go ahead and get your 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.